So this is my new Android main. This is the Google Pixel 8 Pro. I ended up getting this today, and usually I wouldn't buy one of these Android phones kind of midway through the iPhone cycle, but this is not my main phone, this is just my main Android phone. I ended up getting this from my friend Elias for a really good deal because he just didn't like the phone. He got it a few weeks ago. This is pretty much the nicest Android phone I've ever had. It is in this blue color. It's 128 gigabytes. This is a nice phone. This is a really nice phone. I can already say that. I like this phone a lot. I've always liked Pixels, but I've never kept them just because of the price. Since I didn't pay full price for this, I actually got this for a really good deal. I basically did a phone trade with him. This is the type of phone that I wouldn't main, but I really like to have around, because ever since 2022, I've been primarily using iPhones. I haven't used any Androids since July of 2022, at least as my main phone. And even when I used one as my main phone, it was only for a couple hours before I ended up switching back to the iPhone. That's just because I'm used to iOS, I like the features that iOS has, and I really like iPhones. Now, from a hardware perspective, the Pixel 8 Pro is amazing. This is the type of phone that makes me wish that I was an Android main, because this phone's camera, it's great. This phone's performance is great. The design is great. Everything about this phone hardware-wise is great. I like stock Android more than like One UI. Overall, I still like iOS more. I'm used to it, all that. I have been figuring out how to do more things on Android. Like yesterday, I had no idea how to do text reading on Android. Now I figured out how to do that. And one thing that this phone just really does well is the display, in my opinion. This phone has what Google calls a Super Actua display, I believe, and it's just really nice. The bezels are extremely thin. It has this nice like hole punch camera that's just about the right size, and I like how the corners are really curved. That's something that I really like about this phone, and it does have a mostly flat display. For the case, it came with this Tech 21 case, which is good because I really like Tech 21. But for the screen protector, I got this Spigen Glass TR Align Master screen off of Amazon. This screen protector is pretty nice. This is the first time I've had an actual Spigen screen protector, and so far it's been a really good experience. So overall, I could rate this phone really well so far, but I've only had it for about 12 hours. I think that after a couple weeks, I might do a review on how this phone has been as a secondary type phone. For now, all I'm going to say is I'm excited to have this phone, and so far, it's been really nice. I'm just going to do a little bit of a design look through real quick. So up here, there is the camera bar. This is something that a lot of people don't like, but I personally like this. It kind of puts everything camera-wise into this bar. It's got like the flash, and it even has a temperature sensor, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't think that I would care about that, but it is a cool feature. The cameras on this phone are great too. On the side, here's one thing that I don't like about Androids. I don't know why every Android has done this. The volume buttons are all on one side. On every iPhone, the volume buttons have been on one side and the power button has been on another side. I don't know why Android manufacturers put all the buttons on one side. That is super annoying, but I can get over that. On the front, there's just the hole punch display and the under display fingerprint reader. Pretty cool technology. On this other side, there's nothing besides the SIM tray, really. On the bottom, there are the two speakers and the USB-C port. This USB-C port should support everything that the 15 Pro does, you know, USB 3, all that. I have not actually used it yet, so I will have to see how charging is. I got the phone at 98%, or 96% maybe, and it's now at 48% after some pretty moderate usage. That's about it for the design. I really like it. I'm actually pretty glad that this phone is in the blue color. That's the color that I would personally pick if I was buying this myself. And it even came with a box. I tried to get Google Protection, Google Care, whatever it's called. They wouldn't let me. I even tried contacting Google's like support chat. They pretty much told me they can't do anything. I'm not sure why, because this was purchased at T-Mobile. But this came with all the accessories, so I think this is basically just as good as new, except there is a little bit of usage on the phone. So with that said, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video was enjoyable, and goodbye.